Uh, Deepthi ma'am, we are live streamed now,
Sure,
and we have 10 participants, 11 participants watching us, and it's three. We can start.
sure. We'll wait for 2-3 minutes more and then we can start.
Okay, ma'am.
Rishabh, we can start.
Yes, ma'am. We have 17 participants. We can start now.
Okay. So good afternoon, everyone. I, Deepti Chugh, on behalf of Startup Incubation and Innovation Center at IIT Kanpur and ESEL IIT Kanpur, would like to welcome you all for today's webinar on HII program. The idea behind doing this webinar is to give you a glimpse of what this program is about and what are the logistics of this program, what are the eligibility requirements, and how basically this program will be designed and undertaken. This is what we'll be covering in this webinar. So I will first give a brief overview about the Startup Incubation and Innovation Center. What do we do and what do we offer? And then we can take it slowly towards the HII program. So I'll share my screen. You're able to see the screen? Okay.
Yes, now it's visible.
So let's begin today's session by giving a brief overview of the SIIC at IIT Kanpur. So the vision of SIIC is to be the nation's leading incubator, empowering innovators to build successful ventures that drive change. And our mission is to empower startups with world-class mentorship, cutting-edge research, and unmatched resources to scale ventures that drive industry transformation. So with this vision and mission, we lay down our objectives. What do we do at SIIC? We basically enable or promote new technology or knowledge innovation-based startups. We help them translate their ideaship in individuals and groups, as this is one of the main objective of the HII program. We want to foster the innovation spirit among the IITK students in the healthcare domain. And we facilitate cooperation between academia and industry. In addition, we also conduct training and education, different knowledge sharing sessions on different domains we conduct at SIIC on a regular basis. So about the incubator, we foster, as I told, product-based technological innovations across diverse sectors. So we have different domains operating at SIIC, covering defense and aerospace, cybersecurity, fintech, IoT, electrical and electronics, agri-tech, and we have medtech and biotech domain, in addition to the clean tech and other central teams that operate at SIIC. So today we will focus our session on the medtech and biotech domain because that is the current focus of the healthcare innovation and ideation program that we're going to talk about. So this is just to give you a glimpse of the journey of SIIC over last 25 years. So far we have incubated over 400 startups at our incubation center, out of which 150 startups are women-led startups. And out of 425, 255 have already graduated from our incubation center, and we are currently incubating 170 startups. Out of this 170, 45 startups are faculty-led startups. And many of them are also student-led startups. We'll talk about it in later slides. And 80 plus onboarding is in progress at the incubation center. This is to give you an idea about the revenue growth patterns across different domains at SIIC. As you can see, the medtech and biotech domain startups have a revenue of 160 CR in the year 2021 and 22, which is maintained to 80 CR over last 2 years. The reason that you can see why the revenue surged so much during the 21 and 22 is because of the COVID time, when many of the startups came into play, and we had the NOCAR Private Limited that was working on developing the ICU ventilators when we had the deficiency of ventilators during the COVID time. So that is the reason for the increased growth of the startups during that time. If we consider the successful startups domain-wise at SIIC, as you can see, out of 218 successful startups, majority of them are in the medtech and biotech domain. So that again goes on to show that we have a good infrastructure, good ecosystem favoring the healthcare innovation at IIT Kanpur. So now I'll just talk briefly about the success stories at our incubation center. So one of the success story I already briefed you about is the NOCAR, which is founded by Mr. Nikhil Kurele, who is our IITK alumnus. So he was a student like you. And so the team facilitated the development of high-end and affordable ICU ventilator in just 90 days during the COVID time. So that made a very great impact in the healthcare system. So you can imagine the kind of impact that you all can create by innovating to this extent. And this startup is doing very well these days. They have already installed ventilators in many government hospitals in India. Another successful startup is, you all are familiar with the Fool biotech company, who is making the incense sticks and the leather out of the flowers that are discarded in the temple prayers. So it's recycling the flowers from the temples and are making the leather out of it and other incense sticks and other products out of the reused flowers. So this company has made huge revenue over all these years, and it is being endorsed by various celebrities, as you can see in their journey. And this founder, Ankit Agarwal, is also our IITK alum. Another startup that you also might have heard about is eSpin Nanotech, which is also founded by one of our IITK student, Sandeep Patil, from Chemical Engineering Department. And they made a huge impact by making the mask. You might all have used the mask during COVID time, is Swasa. So that was being developed by this company. And they are also doing very well over these years. Next is this company Life and Limb, which is working on the development of upper limb prosthetic device for the in the assistive technology stream. And he's also our IITK alum from Mechanical Engineering Department from 2015 batch. Then we have Medantrik Medtech, whose founder is Prikshit Huda and Priyaranjan Tiwari. So Prikshit is also our IITK student from 2015 batch from Mechanical Engineering. So I put all of these success stories basically to instill the motivation among you all that you all can also use you're all engineering graduates. You can use your engineering skills and knowledge towards healthcare innovation in the real world settings and can make a big societal impact as these startups already are making currently. Then just want to give you a brief glimpse of the whole medtech innovation ecosystem that we have at IIT Kanpur. So at SIDBI Center, we have a wet lab facilities that cover major equipments that are needed in the biomedical research, ranging from HPLC system to fermenters and the shakers and various gel dock analysis equipments. Then we have the MedTech centers sponsored by the DBT. And there you get access to the additive manufacturing lab, different prototyping services for your design of the medical device or the CAD modeling or PCB design, electronics lab. So these facilities are all available at the MedTech Center at IIT Kanpur. Then we have state-of-the-art medtech infrastructure, both at the medtech center as well as our incubation center. We have access to the state-of-the-art 3D printing machines and CNC machines that are important for the medical device development. In addition, we also have access to a big central experimental animal facility that contains rodent maintenance facility, histopathology facility. There you can do the preclinical testing of your device or product that you have been working in the healthcare field. So all the preclinical work can be done in the state-of-the-art experimental animal facility at IIT Kanpur. In addition, we also have 2 centers of excellence in medtech innovation. One is sponsored by DST and the other is by ICMR. So the focus area of DST Center of Excellence in MedTech Innovation covering medical devices, diagnostics, in vitro diagnostics, and digital health technologies. So we have access to different machines and equipments that are needed for the MedTech innovation. In ICMR COE, we provide support to the startups that are at an advanced stage. They already have made their medical device and they want to undergo the clinical validation at different hospitals. So through ICMR COE, we connect the startups to the hospitals for the clinical validation studies and also assist them in the regulatory approval process, in the regulatory compliance. So this slide gives you a brief glimpse of the whole medtech innovation ecosystem that we have at IIT Kanpur, starting from the ideation, which happens in the Biological Sciences and Bioengineering Department, in the Mehta Family Center of Engineering and Medicine. Then we have Gangwal School of Medical Science and Technology, where the flagship projects are undertaken in the healthcare field. Then we have the incubation center, as I talked about, the startup incubation center, having all the infrastructure that is required for the medtech innovation. And in addition, we have access to the state-of-the-art centers of excellence like National Center for Flexible Electronics, 4i Lab, and the medtech center that I talked about. So this provides you a great opportunity to undertake any healthcare real world problem and to work towards solving the healthcare challenges for India and also for the world. This is just a overview of different companies that we have incubated at SIIC in the medtech domain. And talking about the funding programs that we are ongoing in SIIC, one is, of course, the HII program, about which we will talk a little bit more in detail. In addition, we have BFI Biome program running, which is Blockchain for Impact. So this is a private organization that gives funding to innovators and startups to solve the healthcare challenges. And in addition, we are also one of the 8 academic partners of the BIG program, which is the Biotechnology Ignition Grant sponsored by the BIRAC. And then we provide funding to the startups as a part of the BIG program. So now we talk a little bit more about the Healthcare Ideation and Innovation Program. So our professor in charge, Professor Deepu Philip, could not join in person today for the webinar. But we
Good afternoon. Today I am here to talk about the Health Tech Ideation and Innovation Program, popularly known as HII program, which is a program envisioned and created and promoted by the visionary alumni of IIT Kanpur, Mr. Ajay Dubey, B.Tech Chemical Engineering 1980, along with his wife, Ms. Rooma Dubey. This program features a unique aspect of the participants, which are selected from a tough competition and application. Gets the unique chance to work hand in glove with leading medical practitioners and also support staff in real hospital healthcare settings to identify unmet needs and challenging problems that are associated with the healthcare, medtech, biotech aspects. Now, this program provides the students or the winners opportunity for clinical immersion, doing prototype development, ideation support, and more than that, once their idea gets into a minimum viable product condition, they also get the chance to get incubated in the Startup Incubation and Innovation Center of IIT Kanpur. So this is a great opportunity for students and researchers who are interested in the domain of health tech, medtech, biotech to be showcasing their innovations and actually realizing a wonderful product and a company out of this. Welcome, come and join us.
Yes, so as you have heard from Professor Deepu Philip, that what this program is about, it's an initiative by our IITK alumnus, Mr. Ajay Dubey and Rooma Dubey, who want to promote healthcare innovation amongst IITK students. They want to provide an opportunity to you all. And a critical part of this program, as you have heard, is the clinical immersion. So what will happen is that as a part of the program, the selected fellows will undergo a clinical immersion where they will go to the hospital, where they'll get to interact with the doctors in different departments. They try to understand the challenges that are being faced in the healthcare field in different departments, and then they come up with the problem statements after interacting with the doctors and experts there in the hospital. Then after the clinical immersion, they come back to the IIT Kanpur, and then we have a committee that consists of technology experts as well as medical doctors to finalize their problem statements. And once the problem statement is finalized, you will start working towards prototyping and leading to the development of the minimal viable product, and then getting an opportunity to incubate at Startup Incubation and Innovation Center. So this is the journey we foresee for the program. I think it's a great opportunity for you all to apply for this program. And now I would like to hand it over to Mr. Laksh Bansal, who is representative of ECell at IIT Kanpur. Laksh, over to you.
Hello everyone, am I audible?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, Laksh.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Greetings from the entrepreneurship cell. My name is Lakshman sir, and I am the head of marketing at entrepreneurship cell. So, I guess everyone has a brief about what HII is about. Now, let's move on to how it will help you and how you can apply in this program. So, what this program offers are four things. First, clinical immersion. Clinical immersion in hospitals with medical experts. You will be sent to different hospitals where you will be interacting with the workers and the doctors to find the real problem statement. Mentorship from the side of the and professors. Third is the fund support. If you got a problem that is real and that you could develop a prototype, you will be given fund support from our side. Next is follow on funding. Like you have got the fund, you have developed the prototype. Now what? So for that, we give you opportunity to get incubated at the SIC IIT Kanpur, which will turn your prototype into a venture. Next page, please. So this is the basic workflow. We are calling for application, which is live now till tomorrow end of day. Tomorrow is the deadline. There will be a short listing of eligible applications. After that, there will be an interview and case presentation where you will be presenting your problem statement that you want to solve in this program. After that, result will be announced and you will be sent to different hospitals for summer internship program. So what will you do there is you talk with different people, you find a problem statement, you analyze the stuff that works in that hospital related to your problem statement, and at the end of it, you will be asked to give a presentation after the summer internship program that what you have gained from that program along with how your problem statement has changed after this program. Like we know a problem statement, we have a review, then we present it at the last. So after that, you will be receiving funding for prototype development of the solution. So this is not, this just doesn't end here, like you give the problem statement, it ends. No, it's continued with a funding round where you can get grant from SIIC for your prototypes. After that, there you get opportunity to incubate at SIIC IT Kanpur. So this whole programs offers you a great opportunity to start with nothing and go to a full-fledged startup just in couple of months. Next page, please. This is the third cohort of this HII program. These are the names of previous year participants. I would like to call Saksham Gupta, who was the present in first cohort of HII. Hello, Saksham.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are audible.
Yes, you're audible.
Okay, so I don't have presentation and basically, but my name is Saksham Gupta and I'm a fourth year dual degree student from the Department of Electrical Engineering. And in this program, I
think he lost the connection. Laksh.
Hello.
Yeah, I think he lost the connection. Maybe we can continue. You can continue. I'll share the screen. He's back. He's back. Hi,
Harsh,
Saksham.
you can start your experience. He was present in the second cohort and he's a PG student.
Yes, Harsh, please. Yeah.
Hello, am I audible?
hello. Am I audible?
Okay, I think Saksham is back.
Okay, Saksham, you can
Okay. You want to continue that?
Okay, so
Actually, my internet is bad.
okay,
No
okay,
issues. Harsh, please continue. Yes.
okay, sure, sure. So let me just share my screen. I don't have a presentation, but there are a couple of things which I would like to show.
Sure.
Oh, I think there's no option to share the screen here. I think I'm not able to share the screen from this account. Is there a way to do so?
Yes, Rishabh, can you make him a host?
I think he's already
I
a
think you are
panelist.
already host, Harsh.
Panelist. He can do it.
Yes.
Or you can simply request me,
Or
Harsh. What is it showing while you're
you can just talk
It's
sharing?
about it, Harsh.
okay, fine. I mean, I think I can't see any option to share the screen, but okay, I can talk about it. So basically, I wanted to tell there are a lot of things to tell about, but I would just highlight some main things which stands out, and basically how this HI program differs from any other program, or I would say that there are some things which are uniquely offered by HI program, which any other student program might not have. So the first and the foremost thing is the clinical immersion. So once you are selected for the program, you will be placed at a tertiary care hospital, uh, uh, and it is most likely it's Sri Chitra at Trivandrum, which is a really good hospital. It has a lot of specializations in cardio and neuro related departments. So and especially the doctors, they are so experienced, and any sorts of meetings with them tells you a lot of insights about what kind of problems are there in the clinics, what kind of challenges are there, and where you can possibly intervene in terms of developing some technology and transferring it. So a lot of, I mean, that has been the game changer for me at least. So okay, sorry, I think I didn't introduce myself. My name is Harsh, and I'm fifth year PhD student, Y20 PhD student. So I have been very active in innovation and entrepreneurship since the past couple of years. But even though I was active, this HI program made a significant change. So because oftentimes as as engineers or as students, we start working on some problems without having much clarity on that. So it is very very important to understand the problem at first, and the only way to understand the problem is to go to the context, see the where, for example, talk to patients, talk to doctors. So all that first hand experience of understanding the problem will help you a lot in innovating and taking your innovation further towards a product. So yeah, so that happened when I joined this HI program, and I was placed in that hospital. And I had a lot of interaction with different doctors across different specialties. I happened to visit the operation theater, saw live surgeries, happened to visit ICUs and other such facilities, even diagnostic facilities in the hospital. So that provided me a very clear picture about workflows in the hospital, and where are the gaps which we can address by developing some technology. And so this is the first part of which is unique and special about this program. The second part is I would say the course. So fortunately, in our case, there are a couple of courses of healthcare ventures and enterprise. And before we went to the clinical immersion in June, in May, that healthcare venture, I think this is BSc 667. I'm not sure if the code has changed or not, but
Yes,
BSc
yes, it's the
67,
same.
it's the same. Okay, so that prepared
Yeah.
us really good. I mean, so the instructors were Professor Amitabh Bandyopadhyay and Shrikant Shastri sir, and I think could not have been better. I mean, they were fantastic. They taught us, they prepared us so well, so that in just 3 weeks of duration, we get to understand a lot of things at the hospital. And without that course, it would have been really difficult for us. So, and that course comprises of understanding the need, finding the need, and then how do you shortlist that which of the problem you want to pick up and go forward with. So it teaches you a lot of different factors to look forward, and then uh, having a well thought decision upon shortlisting a problem and moving forward to it. The second part of the course, which is followed upon after the returning from the clinical immersion. So usually in the July, this first course ends. But it's a summer course, and after that, for the next semester, there's a this course has its second part, which teaches us, which taught us about how to now actually develop a minimum viable product or a very initial prototype so that we can test it further. And it also opens other avenues of demonstrating the prototypes and getting funds. So we also now being almost 1 year, we also have 2-3 meetings with the donor, Mr. Ajay Dubey. That also helped a lot in understanding how we can do better. So yeah, I mean, that's it from my side, and I am open to any questions if anyone has.
Thank you, Harsh.
Thank you, Ash, for your experience. At last, I would like to call Ashok Chokse. He was present in the second cohort of HI program, and he can start.
लक्ष्य पहले सक्षम का कर लो अगर हो गया वो तो। सक्षम आप का हो गया नेट सही?
हाँ, my net is like here it's a problem of net, but I think without video it can work. Am I audible?
Yes, Saksham, you are.
Okay. So on that, I just wanted to add like there must be some BTech students that must be filling going for this program. So for BTech project, like we don't have PI and all, but still when we pitch the idea to the professor or someone, they are really helpful and they help a lot with these all idea and how to pursue means when you give them problem, what can be the solution, how can you go with that that is the thing I think is important and professors are giving their time, their effort to make this happen. Other than that, I think Hers has explained things very well there. And that's all.
ओके देन मैं कंटिन्यू कर लेता हूँ। तो हाय एवरीवन, मैं अक्षत हूँ, थर्ड ईयर अंडर ग्रेजुएट, नाउ फोर्थ ईयर विल बी स्टार्टिंग इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग में। So I feel Harsh has already told you about all the things that happen in this program. I will just give a quick summary of what my journey was and how did it went. So basically हमारे टाइम पे भी अप्रैल में आ गए थे फॉर्म्स फॉर HI प्रोग्राम. So 3 to 4 undergraduate students ने select within that. I was one of them. Then basically course के बारे में जैसा हर्ष ने बताया, that course by Amitabh sir and Shrikant sir was actually very helpful in identifying the problem statement. Like हम 6 से 7 लोग गए थे to Trivandrum Shri Chitra Institute जो है. That institute comprises of 3 wings. One is your research wing, one is your main hospital, and one is the public sector wing. So almost 10 to 7 to 10 days you will get with the research wing. So what you will do in that internship come immersion is basically talk with all the researchers, identify the actual real life problems that happen in healthcare sector, and see if you can help in any way on those problems. Immersion that was for around 25 days. Then we came back. Then July में कोर्स का सेकेंड हाफ होता है. कोर्स का फर्स्ट हाफ 3 to 4 classes will be before going to immersion. Then पूरा जून में immersion होता है, and then July में you have 4 to 5 final concluding classes. The main objective of that course, including immersion, is कि तुम healthcare sector को जान जाओ and identify any problem that you think you can solve or even identify. So वो course will actually help you कि problem identify कैसे करते हैं, and you actually go there so you can identify कि क्या problem होती है. फाइनली ये रहता है कोर्स के एंड में कि दिस कोर्स हैज नो मिड सेम, मतलब नो रिटर्न पेपर और एनीथिंग. इसमें बस एक मिड सेम होता है व्हिच कंसिस्ट ऑफ व्हाट मिड सेम जून में होगा, दैट वुड बी ऑनलाइन. दैट वुड बी लाइक तुमने अभी तक इमर्शन में क्या किया, एंड द फाइनल वुड बी इन जुलाई, जहाँ पे what you will do is present your finding and the problem statement that you have identified. कोर्स का सेकेंड हाफ भी होता है, एंड इसको एज एन सिर्फ कोर्स मत देखना, सो जो तुम आइडिया एक्चुअल में प्रॉब्लम आइडेंटिफाई करोगे और तुम उस पर वर्क करना चाहोगे, so you will actually get grants from HI, SIC, many other sources. So like actual में if you are passionate about building a startup and in especially healthcare sector या healthcare sector explore भी करना है तुमको, so it is a wonderful opportunity. Like मैं खुद इस प्रोग्राम में था, we were 3 to 4 undergraduates उसमें and 2 to 3 PhD students. उसके बाद currently I'm working with startup incubation hub, जैसे मैंने भी एक प्रॉब्लम आइडेंटिफाई की थी and I'm currently working on that. उसके लिए मेरे को फंड्स भी मिले हैं, so काफी अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस रहता है कॉलेज लाइफ में. लाइक जितने अंडरग्रेजुएट स्टूडेंट्स हैं उनके लिए तो अभी काफी ज्यादा अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी है, so एक बार एक्सप्लोर कर सकते हो and कुछ डाउट हो तो I'm open to that. Thank you.
Thank you, Akshat. We can move forward with some questions if anyone has. You can put that in the Q&A section.
Hello. Okay. So I was talking about the course that these fellows are talking about is BSc 667 course, which is offered by the BSV department. And this is Healthcare Ventures and Enterprises being taken by Professor Amitabha Bandyopadhyay and Mr. Shrikant Shastri, who is a business expert. And the classes for these courses will start next week from 20th of May. So the idea is that you guys should apply, whosoever is interested in the program after all these interactions with the previous fellow cohorts. If you are interested to join for this program, I will encourage you to please apply for the program by tomorrow so that we do the due diligence of the applications, and we plan to do the final interview on Monday. So Monday we will know who all are selected, and then we encourage the selected fellows to join for this course on 20th, 21st, and 22nd. That's a 3-day course, complete the whole day course, and that will be very useful before you go for the clinical immersion in the month of June, because then you will get an idea exactly what do you want to do in the clinic when you go there and interact with the doctors. What do you have to keep in mind? So that this course, these classes will make a framework for your future program journey. So I will strongly encourage for your earlier application so that we can finish this process on time and you are able to join the classes on 20th of May, which is for 3 days. And then in June, you will all go to the different hospitals for the clinical immersion. So in case anyone has questions, we are there to answer your queries, or you can also write to me I'll provide the email ID to Laksh, and you can all ask the questions. Yeah, feel free to ask the questions.
There are some questions in the Q&A.
Yes. So the first is this program exclusive for IIT Kanpur students or alumni? Yes, this is only for IIT Kanpur students currently enrolled in the institute. So this is not for alumni. This is only for the IIT Kanpur students. Are MBA students allowed to participate in this program? The answer is yes. So for the selection process, what if we do not have any problem statement currently, but would like to explore healthcare ventures, how to prepare for the interview? It is an advantage if you already have something in your mind, but if you do not have any problem statement in your mind and you want to currently explore, like, what are the challenges in the healthcare field by going for the field studies in the clinical immersion, that is also fine. So the only thing that is required is the motivation to solve a healthcare problem. If you have that and you are motivated to work towards your goal, I think that should do the job. So the next question is there any limit for funding? Yes, there is a certain fixed amount of funding that is given to the fellows. And another thing to note is that the fellows that we select usually work in teams. So as you can see from the last cohort, we have Akshat and along with other 2 students who are working as a team, and Harsh is working with another student as a team. So usually we encourage team formation in these programs. And we can provide you details about the funding as the process goes. Yeah, so I think these covers most of the questions. If anyone has more questions, we are ready to take it.
Like guys, जब मैं गया था, so मेरे पास भी problem statement नहीं थी in HI program. I went there, I explored, tried, failed. Suppose कुछ गलत problem statement भी you guys identify, तो उसमें भी professors actually tell कि ये गलत है and you can correct in this way. इसमें modifications कर सकते हो. बस enthusiasm होना चाहिए towards healthcare sector and eager to learn and give your time in that. So हो जाता है.
I also just want to share the timeline so that we are on the same page. You understand that what timeline we are working on. Just give me a second. I'll share the screen. So are you guys able to see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. So the call for applications is currently open, which will be open till tomorrow. So which is 15th of May. And we have been doing outreach webinar, and today we are having a webinar actually, and we close the application on 15th of May. Primary screening of application will be done this week, by this weekend. And we plan to do the interview on May 19th, which is next Monday. And we finalize the fellows, and those fellows will be encouraged to join for the BSc 667 course, which is on healthcare ventures and enterprises, which is 20th, 21st, and 22nd of May. So then you will be prepared to undergo clinical immersion as a part of the HII program. And this immersion will take place in the hospital, mainly in Sri Chitra Hospital in Kerala, or we can choose, we are in the process of selecting other hospitals as well. We'll let you know of that. And that will happen over the month of June. So for 25 to 30 days, you will undergo clinical immersion. And then when you come back, then you will have an exam, basically where the problem statements are presented by you, and it will be finalized with the help of experts involving both clinicians and faculty members at IIT Kanpur. And then in the first week of August, we plan to do a sync event to basically finalize the problem statement, and the funding will be allotted, and then you'll start working on your prototype. So this is the tentative timeline that we are working towards. Any questions? If not, yeah, so I think there's one more question. Let me just see. So classes will be online or offline. So the 3 classes that we just talked about from 20th to 22nd of May, that is a physical class, so it's all offline, and it's a full day class. So please make sure that you are available at the campus for the classes. Great. I think if there's no more questions, we can, yeah, let's see, I think one more is coming. During the clinical immersion, how are other summer courses and professor projects managed? I think students, fellows from the last time, would you like to answer that, Akshat, Harsh, because you have undergone that process?
See, अगर हमारा कानपुर में ही हॉस्पिटल आता है, so you can do other courses as well. But अगर तुम्हारा हॉस्पिटल immersion के लिए जो आता है, if that's out of Kanpur, so you won't be able to do any other course with BSc 667. मतलब हम लोगों ने एक ही कोर्स किया था. We went to Kerala for 25 days, so उसमें mid sem छूटता है तुम्हारा, so you won't be able to do any other course. So अगर कानपुर में होता है, so you will be able to do.
Sure. Next question is, I'm interested, but I'm doing internship outside. Can classes not be conducted online? So, Akshat, I think some of the classes are conducted online for BSc 667, or is all offline?
Mostly offline होती है, ma'am.
Mostly offline. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So I mean, if you are not on campus and अगर जैसे तुम्हारी internship बाहर है, so you won't be able to give time in June as well, जब तुम्हारा immersion होगा. So I don't think that would work. Immersion में तुम्हें जाना पड़ेगा.
I think immersion is a very important part. So this is important that you are available for the clinical immersion in the month of June. And these
Yep.
3 days, which is 20th, 21st, and 22nd, these are all physical classes, offline classes that are planned. Any more questions? Lakshya, you want to add on something from ESL perspective?
Sure, ma'am. This is a great opportunity for the campus students. So I hope everyone participate in big numbers and make some ventures out of health tech.
And thank you, Laksh. I think if there are no more questions, we can end the session. And we thank you again all for joining the webinar. And we strongly encourage that you apply for the program and seize the opportunity and make a big change in the healthcare innovation. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
So the application link is shared with the eCell. It's available. It's on the social media and also on the eCell page. So you can